Hi, Dr. Tom Hansen here, BaseballSuccessSecrets.com. I am going into surgery today, and I wanted to share three things about performance that I thought about as I was lying in bed this morning contemplating the day's events. And the first is what is going to happen? What are they doing? Well, my hand, the symptom here is that my hand is sort of deteriorating. I've got a big loss of muscle here as opposed to over here, and my fingers get weak and they get a little tingly. And so if you know your anatomy, you'd start to think, well, that sounds like kind of like a nerve issue. So the problem is in my hand. You know, what's showing up is my hand, and it's much weaker than my left. And it's a complication, really. All this started back in 4th grade when I fell and chipped the head of my radius off. And so the issue actually is not my hand, though. The source is not my hand. It's up in here with my ulnar nerve. There's something going on in the elbow here, probably some arthritis is the best guess, that is keeping it from functioning, and it's deteriorating here, but it shows up here. So the performance principle is always look for the source. If I was going in for hand surgery, which on the one hand would make sense, it's like I've got a problem with my hand. But we're not doing hand surgery, we're doing elbow surgery because the source of it is up here. And I'm looking with the chiropractor to look even up here, more toward where it started. But right now it's really, really clear that there's something wrong in the elbow. I've already had 2 operations on it here. So the thing with, like, say, a hitter, it's like, okay, you can see what's happening. Maybe he's pulling off the ball or popping up or over swinging somehow, whatever the symptom is. Try and look at least one layer deeper. It's like, why? Why is that happening? And for me, it's like trace it back to a thought. What is the thinking going on? And even deeper, what's the emotion going on? And if you saw, and even deeper than that is a belief. So you can look for my other video I did just the other day about the different layers of performance. But for now, we'll just say look one layer deeper. And the second thing I want to share is that what they're going to do is move my ulnar nerve from here over to here. They're going to take it a different route. It's being compromised again somehow here, and so they're going to move it. Excuse me. So how does that relate to performance? Well, sometimes we get stuck in a rut that isn't working, but we don't know it. The doctor said, hey, you must not be a big complainer. And I said, well, why is that? He said, well, you could have been in here a long time ago, and your hand wouldn't be in as bad shape as it was. But it was just a gradual thing, and it was always like that's just how it is. And we come to accept things that that's how it is, and they can gradually deteriorate. So it's good to have some kind of experience that brings awareness of what is actually going on versus what could go on. And that's a lot of the exercises in my programs are really designed to jar you out of a rut, take you out of some place that's not working, and move you to a place that's better for you. And thirdly, the last point is, how is it going to happen? Well, the surgeon's going to cut me with a knife. He's going to take a knife, maybe similar to this one, I'm not sure, but he'll cut then basically from here to here just to get in there and move the nerve. And when I think about this, I think about focus, because this will be very focused. Because you compare this to a spoon, and the spoon, especially on the bottom here, is all rounded. Means like, well, I'll focus some over here, and I'll focus some over here, and over here, and yeah, and this is important too, of course, but I've got these other things that I'm paying attention to also. And the result is, no damage. Even the tip, it's like, oh, that's a little bit better, but it still really isn't anywhere near what this is in terms of focus. And that's how performance goes and success goes, really. If you're able to be really focused, then you are going to have your best chance to succeed. Doesn't guarantee success. Just because a guy's got a sharp scalpel today doesn't mean that surgery will be successful. But I'll be better off than if he tries to cut me with a spoon. So those are 3 performance principles that I was thinking about as I was getting ready for today, and I just wanted to pass them on. So one is look a layer deeper than what just you're seeing on your eye level. That's a huge point. That so much of what my world is dealing with what's underneath what everyone else is seeing, whatever we can see with the naked eye, and then look to take jarred yourself into a new, more efficient route and being focused. All three are performance principles that can make a huge difference for you. And, not surprisingly, all three are a key part of my Baseball Success Secrets coaching program, and they're featured also in my 7 Baseball Success Secrets of baseball's all-time best. And so you can check those out at my website, baseballsuccesssecrets.com, baseballsuccesssecrets.com. Check it out. There's a free video there with the number 1 secret to baseball success, as well as a chance to get the CD, the 7 Secrets, free. So check that out. I'll give you an update on my arm, and thank you for listening. We'll talk to you soon.